Hi, guys, welcome to the realm of astrology. This is your daily horoscope for September 22nd, 2021, which is a Wednesday. But before we begin, I request you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can be notified every time I post a video. And I do daily video horoscopes, weekly video horoscopes, and monthly sun, rising sign video horoscopes. And you can watch all those on my YouTube channel. Alright, so let's talk about what's happening in the astrology today. And the first thing that I want to talk about is Mercury here is squaring Pluto. Mercury has been building its square to Pluto for a few days now. We spoke about this on the full moon video as well, but now the square has come exact, and Mercury is our logical mind, it's our thinking, it's our communication, it's also our lifestyle, it's our habits, it's our day-to-day, it's our health, it's our job, it's a lot of things. And Pluto is the planet of transformation, it's the planet of endings, it's the planet of beginnings. So this is a moment here that we are required to transform all Mercury things, whether that's a thinking, whether that's our thinking, whether that's how we communicate, whether that's our routine, whether that's our diet or lifestyle or job, or something concerning our health. It could also be something connected to our immediate environment, our peer group, our siblings, social media, writing, editing, computer programming. All these things are ruled by Mercury. And any one of these things, or many of these things, will be required to undergo a transformation. And since these planets are squaring 90-degree angle, which can feel challenging and which represents friction, this process might feel a little stressful, right? But usually changes a lot of the times do feel stressful. Ending a way of being, ending a way of thinking, and beginning a new way of being or living or thinking takes effort. So that's the energy. And this is 5 a.m. Pacific time. And you can always convert the Pacific time to your time zone to know when the energy is going to happen for you. Now, moving on to the next thing. This happens at about noon Pacific time. So what's happening here is that the sun has changed signs. The sun changes signs every 30 days. And when it does, the energy shifts in subtle ways. The sun in Virgo, which it was up until noon Wednesday afternoon, was a lot of energy about organizing, planning, uh, um, making lists, planning things out. It's also an energy that likes to make things perfect, but Virgo energy can also get very stressed out and worried. So I think for the past 30 days, there's been a lot of organizing, planning, doing this, doing that, and a lot of work. Virgo is work, right? It rules work. So a lot of that, but that could have also led to a lot of stress, a lot of worry. But now the sun has changed signs and it's entered the sign of Libra. Libra is a different energy. Libra is about relationships. Libra is about finding balance. And this balance could be something that we find in ourselves, in our mind, in our life, in our health, in our job, in our routine, in our relationships. But it's about finding that balance. And Libra energy can weigh things out. It likes to weigh things out, pros, cons. What do I do? Do I do this? Do I do that? So that's the energy. And soon after this, let's talk about the moon now. So the moon has been in the sign of Aries for some time now, a day or so, a day and a half or so. And the moon in Aries is an energy that likes to do things, right? It likes to take action. It's a Mars ruled energy, so it likes to take action. When the moon is in Aries, we do a lot of things. Aries energy can also be very impulsive and reactive. So there is a tendency to get frustrated and angry when the moon is in Aries as well. And the moon is going to move on. Let's move the chart. And it is going to oppose Mercury. Moon is here and Mercury is here. And as it is opposing Mercury, it is also squaring Pluto, right? But if you see the chart, the moon will square Pluto first and then oppose Mercury. So again, Pluto is the planet of transformation and the moon is our emotions. So this is a moment where we need to transform our emotions. We need to end an old way of being. We need to end an old way of feeling things and start a new one. And this is the energy of the full moon in Pisces, which happened on September 20th. All about releasing the past, releasing subconscious fears, releasing the pain, stepping into the new energy. So, this is another step in the process of letting go, of transforming, and this time it's our emotions. But here we can feel a little not in sync emotionally and mentally because the moon is also opposing Mercury, right? And we can feel like, okay, I want this, I feel this, but my mind is saying something else, or we want to do certain things emotionally in one way, but logically we're feeling like, okay, this is how my routine should be, this is what I should be doing. So this moment here can feel stressful, but it requires change, and this time the change and transformation includes our emotions. It includes how we take action, because the moon in Aries is about taking action. And before this, the moon does sextile Jupiter. So there's a lot of energy going on with this. And what this to me means is that as we transform not just our mind, not just our thinking, not just our day to day, not just our routine, health, job, diet, lifestyle, as well as our emotions, as well as how we do things, there's a blessing. Jupiter is blessings. There is a reward. There is something positive that might come out of this, but it can feel like a lot, this energy. And then at night, 2 a.m. Pacific time, which is technically tomorrow, but let's talk about that. At 2 a.m. Pacific time, we have Venus opposing Uranus exact. We spoke about this on the full moon video as well, and Venus is the planet of our relationships, of our finances, of projects, self-worth, values, and skills. And Uranus is a sudden energy. It changes up things suddenly. And Uranus wants us to break free from anything that prevents us from being our authentic self. And this time, it's making an aspect with Venus, our relationships, our finances, our projects, our self worth, our values, our skills. And it's an opposition. So, this is a moment here that there can be sudden, unexpected changes that come out of nowhere to our relationships, to our projects, to our self worth, values, skills, and finances. And that might not be an easy energy to go through, but that energy will help us break free from any Venus things, any relationship, any project, any self-worth issues, anything connected to Venus that might be holding us back from our true self. And in that, propel us towards our authentic self a little bit more. And Uranus is very important in 2021. Uranus is squaring Saturn in 2021, and I speak about this in every video. In 2021, Saturn and Uranus are going to square. This is an energy we see once. The last time we saw this energy was 21 years ago, so it's a rare energy. And this energy is asking us to change, embrace the new, find our authentic self. And a lot of the moons that we've been through have aspected Uranus as well. So the whole thing about 2021 in a way is to break free from anything that holds us back from our true self, from our authentic self. And now Uranus is aspecting Venus, our relationships, projects, self-worth, values, and skills, and asking us to let go or break free from any of Venus things that might be preventing us from being our authentic self. And this can come about quite suddenly and unexpectedly. And that's pretty much it for today. I do want to mention that Mars here is getting ready to trine Saturn. This is a positive energy. We spoke about this on the full moon as well. And the moon here is getting ready to change signs. It's going to enter the sign of Taurus, where it is exalted and where it likes to be. So that's another thing. And now, very briefly, since I already gave you a big picture of 2021 with the Uranus-Saturn square, I will quickly mention that 2021 is also a year where we will build the foundation for 2 astrological cycles that started in 2020. So it's a year of building, it's a year of change, it's a year of transformation. It's a year of setting the base for the next 20 years at least, right? So that's the big picture of 2021. And to sum it up, today is a day where we will see a lot of shift happening. The full moon in Pisces required us to release a lot of things. And with any moon, the process is not immediate. Yes, it starts then, but we take time. We take time, days, weeks, whatever, to kind of fully go through that process of release or releasing the past or the change. And that's what we are going through now. At least till the new moon, that's what we are going to be doing, releasing the past, transforming, and stepping into the new energy more fully. And today is a day, Wednesday, where the energy does shift in a powerful way because the sun has changed signs, right? That's a big change. Venus is going through a big change with the opposition to Uranus. Mercury is going through a big transformation with the square to Pluto. So there's a lot of change, there's a lot of transformation, there's a lot of shifting happening today. And all this started with the full moon in Pisces. But slowly we'll see the aspects come exact. Slowly we'll see the things shape up. And now I will pick a card for today. Let's go with this one. And then we'll close it out. Okay, I'm going to go with the top card. So it says a message in a bottle. And Mercury is also messages, right? Whether that's a message, a piece of communication we receive, whether that's a realization that we have, a message we give to ourselves. And with the Mercury Pluto square, we can receive a message, or we can have a realization that changes our thinking, or we can transform how we communicate with the realization. So that's the first card. I will pick one more. The top card again. Come to the edge, and we've got this card pretty often lately. Come to the edge. I think this card is saying don't be scared. Come to the edge. Don't be scared of letting go of the past. Let it go. Step into the new. Come to the edge. Go with one more. Okay, let's go to the top again. No place like home, and I think we got this card yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. And again, there's no place like home, and we must find our comfort. We must find our authentic self, because that's when we will be comfortable, when we can be our true self, right? So let's go with one more today. Again, I'm going to do the top. Flexible, and this was the card we got for the full moon in Pisces. Right? So again, a reminder that we must be flexible. We must go with the flow. Pisces is going with the flow. Pisces is surrender. So we must be flexible, because there's a lot of change happening. And change does not happen when we are rigid. Change only happens when we are flexible. And since we've done 4, let's just do one more. Deep knowing. This is the first time we've got this card in a daily. And deep knowing, I think the soul knows. We know what's happening. We know what we need to do. We have a deep knowing about this. And Pisces is the most spiritual energy, right? It connects you with the higher realms. It connects you with your own spiritual self, your higher self. That's Pisces. And we just had a full moon in Pisces. And there's a deep intuition. There's a deep knowing about what we must do, what we must let go of, what we must release. And today, I think, with the square to Mercury, with the opposition to Venus, so many changes taking place, if we feel confused, because Pisces can be a confusing energy as well, it's Neptune rule. Neptune can bring about confusion. We must follow our gut. We must go with our intuition. That's all I'm going to say, because I can keep picking cards, but I should stop. And I will see you all for my daily horoscope tomorrow. Bye.